T-minus 10.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Space, to me, is a mega trend. It's how does the world stay connected going forward into the future? But also a lot of things around the world are now dependent on space that are just never going to go away. But no one has any idea how it's going to change society over the next 20, 30 years.
Oh, it's beautiful, Mike. It really is.
Voyager Space is an infrastructure company, so we're building the next generation infrastructure in orbit and beyond, places like the moon as well, that really enable humanity to take that next leap forward. And we're really trying to make the connection between Earth and space, so that we're demonstrating that as we go to space, it has direct benefits here on Earth.
Space is a new area of the economy, in a sense, on the private sector side. It's a bit different than some other industries where you need a very long time horizon to do some of this stuff because it's very complex types of technology that's being put in space. Now we have over 320 pieces of technology. A few things we're focused on is orbital debris mitigation. So we have a couple hundred pieces of technology on the OneWeb constellation. We have laser terminals for laser communication. We have our own airlock. It's called the Bishop Airlock. It's how you get in and out of the space station. It's the only privately owned piece of real estate and ag tech, leveraging the microgravity research lab in space that you can only do some of this in space, helps create value here on Earth. This is very exciting to help solve some food sustainability on planet Earth. And notably, we are now working with NASA through a public-private partnership to build a privately owned space station to replace the International Space Station.
The International Space Station is aging. It will be deorbited probably around 2030. It's crowded. It's controlled by sovereign nations, so there's a lot of red tape associated with doing business on the International Space Station. So there is a sense of urgency that we have and that the industry has and NASA has, frankly, to get these commercial space stations flying.
Starlab is a replacement once the International Space Station is deorbited. Some of that research and development is going to come on the Starlab.
So Voyager is powering the commercial space revolution with our technologies and capabilities in a few different ways. So for example, the space station we're building, Starlab, that won't be owned by a government, right? That'll actually be owned by Voyager. The government will be a tenant. And I think the government benefits because they actually don't have to be burdened with the large capital expenditure associated with this. The other thing we'll be able to do is we'll be able to innovate a lot more rapidly. And ultimately, if you look at the challenges the world has, whether it's climate change, ag tech, food scarcity, these are areas that we need unique solutions to. And so it's really important that we're innovating quickly. So I think it's a classic win-win public-private partnership. The other benefit of commercial space stations is they can be purpose-built. In an ideal world, you would optimize these habitats for specific uses. So space manufacturing, for example, or on-orbit microgravity research, or tourism. So our vision is to purpose-build these space stations for a particular aspect of the market.
All systems continue to look very good, operating as expected.
Copy that.
So I had the privilege of going to space in December of 2021, and a life-changing experience, truly. Once you're unstrapped in microgravity or zero gravity, and you're looking at the Earth, and you're seeing, a vividness that you just cannot describe, and just sort of seeing how much of a miracle the Earth is, you really get this deep sense that, we're all in this together. If you believe that space is a tool for transformation, and I believe that, then it's all about getting more people out there, because that's going to allow us to get more research done in space and ultimately create the technologies that allow us to build more habitat in space. go to the moon, build infrastructure, ultimately get to Mars and even deeper into space.
With Voyager, we're very focused on being an industry leader with ESG, or environmental social governance. It's something that the aerospace and defense world, continues to try to improve on. We have a public benefit corporation called DreamUp, where we've done over 500 experiments for over 120,000 students from elementary school all the way up to university. They'll do some sort of science project in their classroom. We'll help them package it up and we'll send it up to the International Space Station. And then they'll get to see how their experiment reacts in space or microgravity. And then sometimes we even fly it back down and they'll get to kind of see the effects of space. But really it's a STEM initiative to get more young people involved in things like space and math and science and engineering at a young age.
So imagine a vision where all the heavy industry and all the power and all the different things that we need to generate that typically pollutes our environment could be done in orbit. And the Earth is really then kind of Shangri-La that doesn't have heavy industry, that doesn't have pollutive forces. So to me, that's a beautiful vision of what could be possible. We're doing things truly remarkable. We're building a space station, among other things, and really pushing the envelope of what's possible. So I feel like we're living in the future and we're pushing what that future looks like. We want to be the most capable, most ambitious company in the industry and really enabling this next generation infrastructure layer that allows humanity to take that next step. So Humanity Unbound is our tagline, and we really don't see a natural border or stopping point for Voyager. We're going to continue to push deeper and deeper into space.